Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. How you doing? Hey, guys. How you doing? Good morning. Good morning, guys. How you doing? Thank you for joining my live. Please double tap the screen to like my live. And thank you so much for clicking on it. Let me know so where you're watching from. Hi Echo Waves, how are you doing? Where are you watching from? I'm from Kenya. I'm from Kenya. I live in Nairobi. And you? Why did you wake up at 6:13? Because I have an assignment due. Yeah. Is that too early? Is that too early? Oh, you have friends from Kenya. Okay. Where do you come from yourself? But I don't think it's too early. I am actually supposed to be awake by 6-ish. It's supposed to be 7:13 here. Okay. I'm from UAE in Dubai. Oh, Dubai is 1 hour ahead. I thought that your time and our time is almost the same. Oh, Dubai, okay. Alois. No, I'm not. What are you doing? Um, 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 I'm doing some online course. So yeah, I'm doing some studies, and there is some assignment that is due today. Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Oh, considering if I have like 3 whole units to finish, and morning time is usually good for me, so I'm just trying to like catch up or something. I did in weekend. What did you do in the weekend? How many times do I stream? Twice in a day usually. Morning time, though maybe not this early, around 8. And then in the evening or night time. So depending on the time that I have some time, but mostly around 6. Yeah, around 6 to 8. If I don't stream 6 to 8, then I'll stream in the morning or yeah. Alois, how many times do I have to answer that? I have already answered. Do you cook? Yeah, I do cook. I do cook, but also still usually in the evening. I don't eat breakfasts and lunches most of the time. Actually, my lives in the evenings are when I'm cooking. Okay, have a good day. Have a good day at school. And thank you for joining my live. I said no, Alois. Fine. Hi, how are you? Good morning. Thank you for coming. Do I consider to be married? I'm not married. Or what do you mean by do I consider to be married? Like, will I get married in the future or something like that? Thank you for joining. How do I call you? I love your talk. Thank you. Play background music, please. Uh, then I'll have to deal with what is it called? I'll have to deal with copyright issues. I don't have non-copyright music. Thank you. Thank you. It's a bear. I can't play background music because I don't have music that is like copyright free. So it will be. I'll get what is it called? I'll get copyright. Thank you. Thank you so much. My number, your number. Alois, what do you want to do with my number? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Um, you also like pandas. Oh, this is a panda. I thought it was a bear. It's written barely awake. Aldbesti. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. What's your favorite game? Oh, I don't play games that much. I only have Candy Crush on my phone. Yeah, I have Candy Crush and I have another one called Royal something. But I think Candy Crush is what I play most. I'm Kenyan. I'm from Nairobi. I like survival and OV games because when I'm bored, it's fun. Okay. We have this game called AFL, and one of my favorite players is from Kenya. Oh, I didn't know that. It's a video game. I should show you the rest of my room. The rest of my room is very busy. It has things all over.
Let's take a moment to understand what a software engineer is, so we can sort of get a better idea of the big picture of computer programming.
No, all AFL
And you
is
might be
not a
thinking,
video
well,
game. It's
don't
like
software
soccer.
engineers
Ah,
write
okay.
software? And yes, that's true.
I wouldn't know
Especially
that
shortcuts.
because I don't play
So
any
let's try and
soccer.
dissect it for our own understanding. Engineering in general is, in a bare bones sort of way, the application of scientific and mathematical principles along with experimentation, the design and creation of things, whether it's a
My
scientist
favorite
designing a
food.
high-speed rail system, or an electrical engineer
Um,
designing a solar power system, or
there's a
an aerospace
Kenyan
engineer
dish called
designing a Boeing
pilau.
aircraft.
That's what I
The
love.
bottom line is
Pilau
that
and
science
beef
gets
stew.
innovated, designed, and built to solve some problem or fill some need. The interesting thing about software engineers, however, is that the things they create aren't aren't as physically tangible as all these other realms of engineering. Software engineers are creating worlds that are governed by their own sets of rules and are powered by computer systems in order to solve problems much more efficiently than humans can do on their own. So here we have a list of the sort of roles a software engineer has to be able to assume in order to properly complete his or her job. This list
Still Candy Crush. I don't play
taken
games
from the Java
really,
Methods
so
textbook by Maria
I
Neruda,
only have
and it
Candy
really gives
Crush
me a
because
Java
I used to
creative
play it
perspective of the
like
scope of the
years
career of a
ago.
software engineer.
So it
Let's go
has
through them
remained in
one
my
by one and
phone.
get a better understanding of what each component really means. So we said that software engineers are basically creating their own worlds that are powered by computer systems. These worlds need some sort of architecture in order to function properly, and as a result, the software engineer has to be the one to make sure that all the data and all the instructions in the software system are represented properly and efficiently. For example, let's consider Microsoft Word. I can type up some
When
text in a Word
I
document, I can add
met
in some images, I can make hyperlinks, I can cut and paste
the
chunks in my
parents
doc,
from
I can export it as a
gave me
PDF, I can
and
send
my
it to my
friends
printer,
from
I can add comments.
Friend.
There are a lot of
You
features
met
and
in,
functions that
they
need to
live in
happen in
Australia,
conjunction in order for Microsoft
but I
Word to
don't
be a
know what
useful program
it's
for me to
called.
use. And
What
software
was the
engineers
dish
are the
made of?
ones who are creating that architecture in the background so that can happen. Let's move on to the next point. When software engineers are solving problems, the solution isn't easy to find. For example, if
What was
Lockheed
it made of?
Martin is designing some new tech that can detect missiles and other dangerous objects and deal with them accordingly, it's going to need a lot of different inputs from different sensors. It'll need to take a lot of calculations to determine the best possible route to take. As a result, that engineer has to be able to write an algorithm to sort of quantitatively document this procedure that the computer software needs to go through. In general, an algorithm is a step-by-step
This is when
recipe
he
or set
started
of
back in
instructions that dictates how a certain
2021. Oh,
task
you
should be
don't know?
done
Okay, that's
or how
fine. 2021, okay. He gave the first people some Kenyan food that his mom made. Does he live in Australia or are you in Kenya?
certain problem should be solved. Well, how are these algorithms written? How is a computer program written? Computer programs are written in code, but
You
more
should
specifically in
download
a
my
programming
favorite
language. As a
game,
result, a
Talking
programmer needs to be
Tom.
able to
It's fun.
understand and use
Also
programming
helps you
languages
not to
throughout their
get
career.
that bored.
And
So
it's not like you
basically,
learn
Tom's a
Java
cat
once and become
that you
a
need to
Java
take
programmer
care
for
of
life.
every day.
Depending on your job, your role in a
He
company, or
migrated
the
from
project
Kenya
you're
to
working on, you
Australia.
have to work with
I
code
don't
to
have that
understand
much
certain languages.
time
And
to
that's
be
what the
bored. I'm usually very
syntax and
busy.
style basically
So
refers to
like
the grammar of coding.
I'll do this live
But
stream for
keep in
like
mind,
an
what's
hour
more important is understanding the
and I'll
concepts of
be up
programming
and
itself.
about.
And once
So
you have that
usually
down,
I'm
you'll
not
be
bored.
much more adaptable and flexible in learning
I
new
have too
programming
much to
languages and
do.
processes.
And I don't think I'll enjoy
Writing
talking
code
to
for
a cat
programs, however, not
on
just
a
typing
game.
inside of a Microsoft Word document, your code needs to be written in a development environment based on what language you're writing in and what task you're trying to accomplish, which we can think of as sort of a program inside which we write our own program.
Imagine I have to deal
Software
with
engineers need to know how to use
work
these development environments and all of their features.
and
In addition to
study
development
and
environments,
YouTube.
software engineers
So I
also need to
really
know
am
about
not
available
bored.
documentation, which is basically like reference books for code and programming, and reusable software components, which are chunks of code that are already written since they're used so often. These make writing new code much more efficient since you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time. You gather what's already been written and then build on top of that.
No, I don't want to do
Programs
that.
are
That feels
not
like too
perfect,
much work.
but even if it works for a certain
Thank you for the
This might trigger a
suggestion,
bug
though.
or your users might report issues later down the road. This brings us to our next point. Software engineers also have to be able to debug their code. Basically, they have to be able to find and correct any errors in programs. At the end of the day, it's important to realize that software engineers aren't writing programs for other software engineers, they're writing them for everyday people
Guys,
who
thank you
are
for
building
coming to my
user friendly
live.
apps
Please
that are
double
created
tap
by
the screen to
businesses that use
like and
software
leave me a
simply.
comment.
Because of this, software engineers have to be careful to make sure that their programs are user friendly, meaning it's logical and intuitive for ordinary people to use. When you open up Twitter or Google Maps or Amazon on your phone, you're usually only a few clicks away from what you want to do. Tap the search bar, click the messages icon, swipe to the home menu, scroll through your shopping cart. It's all very easy
I think I
without
already
missing
answered
apps
that.
for a day
I
or
have
even
told you that
weeks.
like 2 times, so
Software engineers have to
I'll
be
be
able to
repeating
design a user
myself.
interface that seems so natural and
Yeah,
intuitive, and
exactly. I
have to
already
use
said
programs,
that
right? This includes
so many
the layout of
times.
buttons
I'll
on
be
the screen,
repeating
buzzing
myself.
sounds, different commands, and just the overall look and feel of the program in general. Software engineering is arguably the most rapidly changing field of engineering, if not the most rapidly changing field in general. And as a result of this, software engineers have to be able to constantly learn and apply new technical information, whether it's new hardware developments or new programming languages or new algorithms and techniques or new user demands or new design aesthetics. Software development is always changing, and software engineers have to be ready to keep up and constantly learn new things. So that's a lot of responsibilities. Like any field in the real world, software engineering requires an understanding of a lot more than just info you find in a textbook. It encompasses development of system architecture,
Tea. I
creation of
like to
special
drink
purpose
tea.
tools, fluency in programming languages, debugging of computer programs, understanding of development tools, and the ability to cater products to clients and
I
users.
don't drink
And
alcohol, so
software engineer
tea.
itself is a big category with a lot of different types of jobs. Maybe you're a web developer, or a front end, or a back end, or a full stack developer. Maybe you do iOS, maybe Android. Maybe you specialize in AI or machine learning. Maybe you do cybersecurity. You might emphasize in
I like
design
to
or
drink
databases
water.
or graphics
Yeah,
or
water is good
analytics or
actually for
autonomous
you.
vehicles. There's a lot of different options. At the
Tea
end
or
of the day,
coffee
all these
sometimes.
software engineers
Okay,
all
mine
necessitate a
is tea,
general
not
set of
coffee.
principles in order to efficiently and effectively design
Water
systems
is
that
really
harness
good for
the
you.
helpful power of computers.
Have you ever tried a curl?
Hey guys, so today we're going to be chatting.
What's that? I don't know what that is.
About a super interesting topic. We're going to be looking at very common software engineering roles that you'll see in the industry. I feel like this video is going to be really helpful for people who are very new to the industry and are kind of curious, like what is a front-end engineer? What is a back-end engineer? Like how do these roles interact with each other? So in this video, we're going to be talking about 5 common roles. And if you're interested, let's get started.
What part of I don't play games is
So
not.
when you're enjoying a service like Netflix, it's really easy to forget
Are you
the
not getting
complexity
right?
and the effort that it takes to build a
You're now
service like
feeling
this.
like
A
a
service
troll.
like Netflix
It's like a thick
takes the work of
smoothie in a
thousands
bowl
of
with
talented
honey,
software
oats,
engineers
and fruit on
writing
top.
millions of lines of
No, I
code to
haven't
build a service
tried
as
it.
simple and as user-friendly as Netflix. So one of the first roles you'll
So,
see
what else
when
is
you're
in
looking
the
at a
cup
service like
apart from
Netflix
the
is
oats
the
and
web
the honey
developer
and the
role. A
fruit?
web developer works
I could
alongside
try
a
it.
UX and UI designer to design the web interface, which basically is the visual parts of the website that users interact with. Web developers are responsible for building objects like this, and this, as well as effects like this, and this. They're also responsible for handling how the user will interact with certain objects and returning the user what exactly they should expect to get when they interact with these objects. Interestingly enough, web developers are not only concerned about the layout of the different websites that they're building, they're also interested in making sure that these websites are highly performant, which means that they're making sure that the web page is loading very quickly, they're managing memory. Front-end engineers
You put banana, milk, and fruit, and then you either top
Usually
it
build
off
their
with oat
different
fruit
projects using
and honey
HTML,
or
CSS,
yogurt.
and
Ah, okay,
JavaScript.
so it's
But
like it's
how does a
basically a
web
smoothie.
developer know
I could
exactly what
try
to show?
that.
Let's say a web developer needs certain information. What does it go to get
I've
that
taken a
information so they know
screenshot.
what to
I
display
can
on the
try
screen?
that
This is
sometime.
where the backend engineer comes in. This is where the magic happens. You can see the front end as the face and the
I'll
backend as the
try
brain.
that.
The
It
front end
looks
sort of is
healthy.
responsible for the visual
And I
parts of
have some
development, while the
frozen
backend is
bananas, I
responsible for the
have
parts of the
milk,
website that
and
you
I
don't
have,
see. Backend engineers are
there are very
responsible
many fruits over
for
here.
so many different
Yeah, so I
things. They're
could try
responsible
that.
for collecting, organizing, and
I need to go to school now. I hope to see you again. I am subscribed to you, so I'll try go in more live streams. Thank you so much for chatting me up for a while. I really appreciate it and have a good day at school. I hope you have liked the video though. Bye, bye. See you later and have a good day at school. You're welcome.
upper works. Upper works alongside with UX and UI designer to design the web interface, which basically is the visual parts of the website that users interact with. Web developers are responsible for building objects like this, and this, as well as effects like this, and this. They're also responsible for handling how the user will interact with certain objects and returning the user what exactly they should expect to get when they interact with these objects. Interestingly enough, web developers are not only concerned about the layout of the different websites that they're building.
Good morning, guys. How
They're
are you
also
doing?
interested in making sure
Hi,
that these
Nate. How are
websites
you?
are highly performant, which means that they're making sure that the web page is loading very quickly. They're managing memory. Front-end engineers usually build their different projects using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But how does the web developer know exactly what to show on the screen? Let's say a web developer needs certain information. Where does it go to get that information so it knows what to display on the screen? This is where the backend engineer comes in. This is where the magic happens. You can see the front end as a face. Backend engineer comes.
Nate, habari ya asubuhi. I don't enter video. I just went.
This is where the magic happens. You can see the front end as a face and the back end is the brain. The front end sort of is responsible for the visual parts that we all see, but the back end engineer is responsible for the parts of the website that you don't see. Back end engineers are responsible for so many different things. They're responsible for collecting, organizing.
Guys, I'm supposed to be writing notes, but I'm too lazy to do that. So I screenshot things I think are important.
And returning the necessary data that the front end needs for the users. They're also responsible for making sure that the client side of this application runs smoothly. So you'll see backend engineers working on a variety of different projects. For example, in Netflix's case, backend engineer might be responsible for processing payment to know if the subscriber has paid on time. They might also be responsible for other things, like encrypting sensitive data so that none of your personal information gets leaked to the public. You wonder how Netflix knows that I'm watching this show currently? It's because the front end service interacted with the back end service to look at my history.
Hey guys, thank you for coming to my live. Like the video and let me know where you're watching from. It's morning time where I am.
For backend engineers, they build their different services using Java, Python, and a wide array of different technologies. So I'm just going to toss another term at you, but don't be intimidated. This term is just a combination of the first two roles that you've seen. This is the role of a full stack engineer. You can see a full stack engineer as someone who's responsible for building out the front end and the back end of a service. So now let's keep moving on. So another role that you'll see is the mobile app developer role. So with Netflix, this service doesn't just live on Netflix.com. It's also available on the iPhone and also on the Android. There's a developer whose job is to build out those different applications. Web developers are very similar to front-end developers in that they work with UI UX designers to help create the visual parts of an application. Mobile app developers are responsible for, of course, creating these different objects that you'll see on an app, as well as the different effects on the app. And just like front-end engineers, they're making sure to take into consideration the performance of the different apps. They want to make sure that different pages are loading quickly, and they're also making sure that nothing is crashing. They're interacting with the backend, just like front-end developers, to get the information to display it on the mobile application. At Netflix, you'll see that they use languages like Swift, Objective-C, and Java to build out their different mobile platforms. And by mobile, I'm also talking about specifically iOS and Android development. So the next role is an extremely important role at Netflix. At Netflix, they're not releasing their product to 12 users. They're releasing their products to like 100 million users.
Thank you guys for coming to my live. Please say hi.
Developer operations is in
Let me know where you're
If
watching
curious about
from.
what infrastructure and DevOps do, you can see these people as responsible for sort of giving users access to an application. How does Netflix make sure that we can access this website reliably and at a large scale? This is where infrastructure and DevOps come in. They're responsible for deploying these applications so that a lot of users have access to them. This might seem like a simple job, but when you're a service like Netflix and you have 100 million countries, it's actually extremely important that you have very solid and very amazing infrastructure. Netflix uses a lot of different languages for their infrastructure and DevOps. They use Java, they use Go, as well as, of course, other technologies to build out their infrastructure and DevOps. So the final engineering role is kind of the one that's really hot right now. Like everyone's very interested in these types of development jobs. These are the roles of machine learning engineers and data scientists. Machine learning and data science roles are technical. Like everyone's very interested in these types of development jobs. These are the roles of machine learning engineers and data scientists.
You guys are quiet. Say hi. I want to know where you're watching from.
Machine learning and data science.
Also appreciate it if you like the video and leave a comment.
Grouping them into one section because they tend to have a lot of overlapping major goals, as well as they tend to work together to solve these common problems. The data scientist is someone who works with very large, sometimes unstructured data. They're responsible for cleaning the data, organizing the data, and getting information from that data. A machine learning engineer, on the other hand, is responsible for implementing machine learning algorithms. Yeah, I know. So, I basically use the definition in the word. Let me just explain what a machine learning algorithm is. Netflix uses a bunch of different algorithms on their service. An example of one of their machine learning algorithms is their recommendation algorithm. So how does Netflix know if you watch this show and this show, you'll probably want to watch this show? It's because of their machine learning algorithms that they've built out. Machine learning engineers are responsible for writing out that algorithm and making sure that that algorithm continuously learns what you would like to watch. This is a very complicated task, and it takes a lot of smart people working really hard to implement these different algorithms. It's really cool because Netflix uses machine learning in visible aspects of their business as well as invisible aspects of their business. Like I discussed before, the recommendation algorithm is one of the most visible places you'll see machine learning. But other places where you'll see machine learning are in deciding what thumbnails to show you as a user. You'll also see machine learning in their search. And then the invisible ways you'll see machine learning at Netflix is sort of creating budgets and deciding what movies to create next, as well as helping infrastructure teams manage different servers and sort of helping them streamline their processes. And you'll also see machine learning data science in post-production and video editing. So it's really cool that you'll see machine learning not only on the visible part as a user interacting with the website, but it also helps them their business on the invisible part, like I guess the back end. Anyways, guys, this was a very brief overview of 5 different roles that you'll see common in the industry. I gave a very small intro to each role, but if you're interested in learning more about each role, definitely look them up. And I can even make deeper videos if you want to learn a little bit more about what these roles do. If you like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
Good morning. Hi, fine. I hope you're not going to ask me again about games.
Hi, I'm Ashley.
I'm Nancy.
I'm a junior software engineer.
I'm an intermediate software engineer.
Welcome to the Day Analysis. So on today's agenda, I have a POC that I need to work on for a new feature that will be implemented in the project that I'm part of. I also have a few meetings and also a meeting session later on. I think it's going to be online. I'm super excited for that. And I also need to contact a few people with regards to resources that they're in charge of, like that belong to projects that they're a part of. And that's pretty much it. I'm hoping that will be a productive day and that we'll be able to get every single thing done.
A very good morning. What's on my plate for today? So first of all, set a meeting, and after that, I'm jumping on new projects. Not necessarily new project is new for me because I've learned essentially that all this project that has been
Yeah, people come and go. But I don't understand what you're writing. I feel like you're spamming my live.
It's 12 p.m., which is before my lunch, and the progress is try to upgrade mostly the front end, back end of front end. I just cloning the DP right now to see if everything is fine. But it seems like it's building successfully, everything is compiling. However, I just need to get the right DP so I can connect to it and run it. Front end was an issue, but a lot of problems because a whole lot of things were just old, man. Still using the X17 and all of those
All
things,
right.
and I need to
Bye.
go
Thank you
through all
for
of those
coming.
dependencies and even the end design and all of that. So to cut this very short is front end almost done. I have to replace the entire project that's showing to the interface that we're using, and that's about it. And after lunch, we are running both of them to see how far we're getting. And now it's time for lunch. Hi guys, so it's around 12 and the morning did get super busy. I won't lie, but I'm so grateful because everything has settled down a little bit now. I attended most of my meetings and the ladies session was also really nice, very heartwarming. Not online, but makes no difference. I really did enjoy it. It was quite insightful as well. And I'm going to be working on the POC now. I'm hoping to finish around 4 or 5 when it's normal time. But I'm so happy because it's been quite a productive day. So I'm really glad about that. And I'll probably head to lunch now as well. See you guys later. Bye.
It's getting to morning and the lighting is, I don't know, it's like reflecting. You had no school on a weekday? Why don't you have school today? Or you're in college?
I'm wrapping up now, but get the 2 minutes break and I'm gonna go to the gym. But let's do the check-in right now. So the aim of the day was to upgrade the entire project, right? And what I managed to do was to upgrade the front end, which is working fine perfectly. Back end is actually drawing hands, so it's not done. I've upgraded it, but it has a couple of issues and problem with some
School
dependencies
close
that I'm
a
still
day.
figuring out. But
Ah, okay, you're in high school,
so
or?
that is not done. I have to check it either later on if I get the time or tomorrow. So that's what we have for the day. And being in office, bit of distractions because there's people and interactions and all of that. So it's not as productive as I'm working from home. So that's the check-in on my side. And that's about it on my end. Hi guys, thank you for Carlos. Today was a really productive day. I really did enjoy my day at the office, and thank you guys so much for watching. I managed to solve or complete all of my tasks. I just do need to do a little bit more of testing with regards to the POC. Overall, managed to do all of the tasks, and it was busy at some point, chilled at some point, fine. And it's always nice to see people and just catch up with my colleagues at work. Bye.
I think I have like 9 minutes and then I'll be done with the live stream. Guys, just go to 7. It's now 7 a.m. where I am. Change project manager. Subjective to service financial functional manager personality team lead. Okay. Hey guys, how's your morning? Or what time is it where you are? Be the pilots with the recognized requirements. UX UI designers, change engineers. Good morning, guys.
and welcome. Today, I want to talk about all the different career paths for software engineers. I gained this knowledge through my own experience
So, guys, I have been.
by talking to different
I
senior
think I need now to go.
I believe this video will be valuable for the junior
Thank you
software
for
engineers
clicking on my
who still
video.
want to experience and aren't sure what exactly
The sun is just setting.
Without further ado,
So if I do
let's
this,
start.
you can't
Number
see
one,
because.
front-end engineer. A front-end engineer works on the user interface of a web application.
So have yourselves a lovely day, and thank you for joining my live at any point. I really appreciate it. I think I'll also come live in the evening, but thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please make sure to leave a like. Yeah, it will go a long way for me. And bye. See you another time.
And there are currently about 124,000 job openings.